So I chose to do the United Airlines case where a passenger was dragged off the flight. So what happened was United Airlines had an overbooked flight. It was a 70 passenger flight and they had 74 passengers on it. So they had to ask 4 people to get off the flight to be able to give 4 seats to United Airlines employees so they would be able to reach their connection flight. So when United Airlines was doing this, they were offering at first $400 reward to the people who gave up their seats and a free hotel room for the night until the next flight tomorrow night. So 3 people willingly accepted the rewards and got off the flight and gave up their seats to 3 employees. But at this time, they could not find a 4th person to get up. So they asked Dr. David Dow first if he would be able to get up and give up his seat, and he quickly said yes, like, I'll do it. And then remembered about his work obligations because he was a doctor, and said that he had to see patients tomorrow and he could not give up his seat because he needed to get home tomorrow to be able to go to his work obligations. When he changed his mind, security had to board the flight, which then led to Dr. Dow getting actually dragged off the flight because he would not give up his seat and he would not listen to any employees and wanted to stay. So the actors through this were Dr. David Dow, who was asked to get off his seat, United employees, and United Airlines, the company. I thought this was really interesting because it was like a breach of protocol because United Airlines can totally overbook their flights. They could do that. A lot of airlines actually do that, which I didn't even know that, and that's what really caught my eye. But I thought it was also really interesting because it caught a lot of people's attention because of technology these days. Like, if this happened a few years ago or even 15 years ago, there would be no video to even prove that they dragged this Dr. David Dow off the flight, and no one would have been able to prove that this happened and that there was a breach of protocol. So I thought that was really interesting because with that, it quickly drew everyone's attention and everyone was against United for this happening, United Airlines. This reminded me of the Cynthia Cooper case when they tracked down and exposed the unusual accounting maneuvers. And I know the stories were really different, and I thought they were actually kind of correlated only because the public in the United Airlines case was being able to see that United chose to handle the situation physically instead of using their protocol to get the guy off the flight, which they should. If they could not have gotten him off the flight, their protocol said that they had to cancel the flight, and they did not want to do that because it would put a lot of other passengers with delayed flights and everything. So they thought if they just dragged this guy off the flight, this would be the best situation possible, which it wasn't. And in the Cynthia Cooper case, they tried to handle the accounting maneuvers without anyone finding out until the auditor came and found out what exactly was going wrong. And if that never happened, nobody would have ever been able to see that this was what was going wrong with both companies. And I thought that ethically this was a huge ethical dilemma with the American Airlines case because this showed imprudent decisions because United Airlines chose Dr. Dow at random to be taken off the flight despite Dr. Dow explaining he had patients to see in the morning and had to be on the flight to be able to get to his work obligations. I believe that it was really rash because United Airlines security handled this situation completely injusticely. He should not have picked him up and dragged him off the flight. That's just so morally wrong completely. So airline security handled the situation physically, which does not even abide by their protocol, so that was unjust. And Dr. Dow felt they chose him because he was Chinese, and United Airlines had no remorse for him at all, and they dragged him right off the flight. And I thought this was a huge ethical decision because they should not have done that at all. And I thought this case was like completely interesting to me, and I'm really happy I had the chance to be able to really find out more details and really look into the situation. Thank you.